right, guys. We're live, but having some difficulties with Tradevate right now. I just can't seem to get the charts to load. So I put the web app up. I'll probably be spending half my time just adjusting charts and stuff like that. Um, so unfortunately, I was really looking forward to trading today. Happy Veterans Day, by the way, everyone. So first things first, let's go ahead and get camera up here, get our charts up. Oh, my charts just finally loaded. Okay. I don't know what that was about. I just spent all this time logging into the web app, so it's like nothing's happening. Okay, cool. So we do have some charts here. Huzzah, we got something. Restart my computer, bunch of stuff. All right, let's go ahead and check in on TradingView. See what we got. Let's get to the right week. Okay, so today is Veterans Day. There are no scheduled reports, so the market's going to be moving off of its own momentum today. So, being as that's the case, let's go ahead and jump on in and see how things are moving. I'm going to zoom out here a little bit. In fact, I'm going to go out to a longer time frame. A really good rip here. What was this? So just ripping through the pre-market and coming down off that rip from the pre. The 5-minute chart, we still got the 200 moving average below the VWAP, and the 50 above it, which usually looks pretty decent. ES is very clearly above 6,000. So broke that barrier. Pretty sure we did that on Friday. Maybe we did it earlier. Anywho, take a look at the 15-minute chart. All right, I'm going to take this back out to 3. These kind of look like they're in a little bit of a sell-off right now. Even though the ES is up on the day, it still kind of looks a little bearish to me. We're finding support around 60.34, resistance around like 60.40 area. $60.40 being VWAP. Volume seems a little light. It could be because it's Veterans Day. It's not overly light. Still about 4,000 contracts per minute. Well, I'm glad our chart's finally loaded. One day I'll take the time to go get set up in that web app. Like, it's there, it's set up, but the charts are, I don't know, from a few years ago. Not what I trade currently. So I've kind of simplified my charts a bit since... At least simple to me. Checking on oil. Oil down to 68. So we finally broke down on oil. Actually, it looks decent for a reversal. We got this 5,200 closing in on the 1-minute side. We look for resistance to 68.84 and 69.21, but depending on the volume, could have a potential move. This move already took place off of 52 up to about 70. Kind of missed that. Was this at the open? No, it was when I was trying to get my charts to work. All right, little flag right there on oil. So it's a little boring. Makes sense though. Like I said, it is Veterans Day. Tight range today too, about 8 ticks on the bigger candles. About 4 on the smaller candles. So pretty tight range today. Yeah, really tight range. Not a lot of movement. So we spent a lot of, well, really the whole week last week, every day last week, recovering from an accidental 5 contract buy on a drop on Monday. So right now we have about $1,000 or so to get the account back to green. About $1,000 left to go. Currently 657. Giving a little quick sell off there from 35 down to 32. Low is down here at 29. The opening range is at 60.30. So we're still up a bit off that opening range. Bouncing off that 32 all the way up to 36. Getting a little volatility here. May actually make a push towards VWAP. I'll look for a cyan switch on the 10-second. I see a 9 getting above 12. This looks like a decent run. I just don't want this to push down real fast. I'm going to try and choose my entry wisely. I'm trying to go long. So I want to see a couple things play out first. There's the very beginning of a cyan switch. The 9, 12, 26. We got that 50 moving average there that can act as pretty heavy resistance sometimes. This is why I was trying to choose my entry super well. Because I wasn't sure if this thing was going to play or not. A lot of resistance up there at 36. This crossover right here is gonna actually be the move. Like the real move up. But what may happen is we may, and most likely will, get a big move up towards this at some point. And so that range is also decent to attack. That's why I didn't jump right in on this, was because I wanted to make sure that we had a solid clean break above the 50. So I was looking for the crossover. I was looking for the silent switch, but in those moves, I was looking for a momentum push with it. So that's why I didn't just buy in right here, like on this candle. I'm glad I didn't. Oil looks like it's looking for that breakout. Yes, just a little sideways. Not a lot going on there. Are you using Tradeovate or TradingView for your executions? I just don't see anything to attack. Not yet, anyway, and it's past 7. I did miss the 6:45 push because took 10 minutes trying to get my charts to work. Just the load. I don't know what was up with that, but yeah, I just don't really see anything to attack right now. The volume's okay. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad either. It's kind of normalish. It's funny because I actually consider this to be higher volume based off of trading from like a year and a half ago. And the ES would like have maybe 2,200 to 3,000 contracts a minute. And now we have like 4,000 contracts a minute. And it feels like price doesn't move around as much. But the ES is double almost the price of what it was 2 years ago. So it's gonna be a long time coming, it looks like, before we actually find a move worth attacking. You don't like Trade of It at all? Not even the one that's like order filled. Sorry about the losses. Yeah, I just haven't seen anything to attack today at all. Just kind of a slow grind down. That was like more bearish though than bullish. Only the voice. Well, I just don't see anything to attack. So I spent all this time trying to get my charts to load, stressing out, and I just don't see a single trade to take. So I might just call it right there because I just feel like I'm sitting around. The one thing that I have hope for is oil. Yeah, I have hope for oil crossing here because you got the 200 below the view app and a nice cross right there. It actually push it back up above towards view app at 69.24. But with the 200 below the view app, I think there's more potential for that to actually break through view app and go test 70. But yeah, the ES is slow, boring, grindy, and downward, so I don't really want to trade that. Oil's the only thing I have any hope to trade, I think. And there's a little bit of a push on it there, but it's got a long way to go. It needs to get that 1 minute crossover. Otherwise, what are we even doing? Which is about, I don't know, what was that, 15 cents? I'm not mathing right now. 81 minus 63. 18 cents. Yeah, so 18 cents away, it's quite a ways. It's probably at least another 20 minutes. I mean, if it moves a penny a minute, that is. See what happens in 10 seconds, see the differentiation. Then we can time it. Well, no change. Not much to time there. ES breaking down some, getting towards that opening range at 60.30. Yeah, just slow, grindy. There's no reports to bring any momentum to the market, so yeah, I can tell you that what the evals have really taught me is to plan my trades. The evals have really taught me to plan my trades ahead of time. So if knowing what you know or what you theorize here, where you're going to get the fill at the highest price and this in the the shorts at the lowest price, etc. If knowing that information, try and get to the point where you're planning that trade 10 to 30 seconds in advance. Um, that's one thing that I've personally done that has substantially improved my trading, made me a lot more mindful of my trades, but also at the same time made it so that I was maybe made it so that I took less trades, which I think is a good thing. If I'm taking less, more thoughtful trades, then I believe that that's actually putting me on a better path towards a strong, consistent, and reliable trading than otherwise. And actually, like if you look at the last week of trading, my accuracy was really good, like 90-10 almost, 89-11. And the only real big loss was that one. Outside of that, I think we lost $200. But that one loss on Monday, where we were in 5 contracts, went to exit, and somehow added, which has never happened before. But that was a $2,200 loss. So we spent the rest of the week coming back from that, So we actually, made what on the last week 11 or 1892.50. Having issues with my eyes there. 1892.50. That one trade was a loss of I think around 2,200 and some change. So on the week we only lost 25.75. So we actually only really lost one more trade past that point of about $300. So here's our three losers right here. These two were the same trade. This one here at 1562 and this one at 750. This was the same trade. This was the one that had the 5 contract added. So this is one loss and then a second loss of 262.50 on the same day. So all three of those losses were all last Monday, and all the rest have every trade since has been profitable. But it's trading, so it can go against you really, really quick. And that goes back to what I was saying about planning that trade ahead of time. Nice bounce off the opening range. About a $3 bounce off 60.30. It still looks quite bearish to me. I think there's a long way to go for that. Oil also retreating some. So finally closed 1 penny differentiation between the 5,200 on oil. So that took like a couple of minutes, like 5 or 6 minutes, I think, just to change a penny. So that's gonna be a long wait, like another hour kind of thing. And ES did exactly what I said that it would do just earlier, where we get a break through the 50 moving average. We run into resistance up here at the 200. Reject off that. That was actually a pretty good push, though. Kind of surprised I missed that. Didn't think it was on oil for that long. It was a nice push, though. It was the only trade I've actually seen, like, worth taking. It's almost a $4 rip on that one. We could actually be getting a reversal for setting up for around 7:30. You see the 5,200 crossing, approaching on the 10-second side. And you guys know that I love to attack that 10-second one. I can't really trust the silent switch all that much today on the 10-second side. Doesn't look very trustworthy. TTM on 1 minute side at negative 0.7. So that's starting to close in towards cyan. Our last switch, though, you saw was, well, I guess that was right at the open, and it was a firm rejection. Negative 0.6. And on 10-second, negative 0.2. See if we actually get this reversal. Totally agree with you on oil on that. Nice pop up there. Waiting for some consolidation just right in this zone. And probably a push up towards, let's say 39 on the higher end of this move. Wouldn't mind seeing one more pullback off of this, like a rejection off of the 200 moving average right there, and then just convergence on these two. So they're getting pretty close. 33.84 and about 35.03. $34.93 minus 33.79. It's a 114 difference. What I don't like is the 50 started trending downward. So the 200 and the 50 are trending downward together. That's going to cause these kind of rejections and sell-offs back down towards the lower end. So what I want to see is that convergence between the two. Currently, we don't have that because the 50 keeps dropping about 4 cents every 10 seconds. Yeah, so now we're 118 apart instead of 114. Kind of balancing out there a little bit. Moving about 1 cent every 10 seconds. Currently. Well, I hope these two weren't my only op because they're pretty tight. Like I said, it may actually be worthwhile to just walk away and have no trade all day. So, because I haven't found anything to attack. We're on our way to 730 though, so we'll see what that brings. Might bring some momentum in reversal. About 11 minutes out. You're looking at 39 and 46 as resistance zones. We actually diverged quite a bit from the last time we checked this. So we're about 132 apart now. Yeah, I'll probably just call it. I just don't see anything to attack, so I'm just gonna call it here. Yeah, I totally agree. So I think it's just best just to not take a trade if it's gonna be that tight of a range and that choppy. So there's plenty of volume, so I'm kind of surprised as choppy as it is, but just doesn't seem to be rock solid, you know, direction. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it there and just take a no trade day. No trade is better than a loss. So all right, y'all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you very much for all your guys' service. I really do appreciate it. And I like freedom of speech and all this type of fun stuff that we get here in America. So thank you, veterans. Thank you, everyone who showed up today. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Stay optimistic, all right? Peace.